We're losing the battle against a destructive drug, P, with figures obtained exclusively by One News revealing a massive spike in criminal activity in the past decade. Here are the numbers. In 2004, there were 363 charges for possession or use of methamphetamine. Now, that number nearly tripled last year. The number of people charged for the same offences doubled in the same period, and there was also a huge jump in the number of people convicted for meth offences. The police figures fly in the face of government claims that we're winning the war on P. Ryan Boswell has more details and reaction from right across the community.
These men are committed to educating people about the dangers of P. Michael Hogan's a former user himself, addicted for over 8 years, clean for the last 5.
I was a functioning, productive member of society, and it slowly tore me apart.
Now they've created a support group with the goal of getting rid of this so-called scourge on society by visiting schools, sports clubs and churches to talk about the consequences of meth use. Dennis Makaleo claims the government's war on P is failing. The drug is cheaper than ever and is being used by both the rich and the poor, many of whom can't access addiction services.
We've got people waiting for 2 years. When someone puts their hand up, you don't wait for 2 years.
Police Detective Superintendent Tim Anderson acknowledges the scale of the problem.
It's a growing addiction. It's a drug of choice for New Zealand at the moment.
Now One News has obtained figures backing that up. Official records tracking P crime began in 2003. There was a rise in charges in 2009 and then a decrease and a record rate of offending last year. The police minister standing by the direction being taken.
Police have got a better intel, if you like, behind the scenes as to what they're doing and whom they're targeting. And yes, they are catching them and taking it really seriously.
But those on the front line say that's not enough. They need to tackle demand for the drug too.
We can't arrest our way out of a social problem. So we're working with agencies right across New Zealand and communities to target that demand.
And leading drug educators agree. They say to win the war on P, addicts must be treated under the health system and not as criminals.
If someone is breaking the law because they're involved in the drug market or they have a drug problem, then let's try to stop that by helping them with that problem.
The government hopes a $15 million boost for anti-drug initiatives, including addiction treatment, will help. This group says without more of that, the war on P is lost. Ryan Boswell, One News.